Protector of Kunlun, the legendary Iron Fist, is a melee DPS in Marvel Rivals. Iron Fist is a brawling tank shredder that does high percent HP damage with most of its attacks, and is very mobile and able to get around the battlefield effectively. He has really good options to gain himself a lot of bonus health, and can be really hard to take down if he's played effectively. He can be taken down rather easily if he's able to get CC'd. But if you have good timing on your abilities, you should be able to stop any kind of lockdown from affecting you and melt into your enemy team. So playing as Iron Fist, what are you really doing? Well, you're hanging out around your teammates. You're a really good anti-diver, and you're able to shred into targets that affect your backline. You're looking for opportunities to go in and shred the enemy tank line. That's the most effective way to be playing this character, messing up the enemy tanks and making them lose the space that they've managed to create. You can also be bouncing about and moving along walls, trying to get good lineups on the enemy backline. Although you are a tank killer, you are also really good at shredding into targets and keeping on to anybody so they're not able to escape your wrath. Depending on which healers you're up against, it might be really beneficial to be focusing in on the strategists and wiping them out quickly while enemies aren't able to lock you down. Get a couple of strikes on to distract them. If nobody responds, take them out with your combo. If somebody does come in on you, use your Dragon's Defense to quickly block any CC coming at you and escape with wall runs, double jumps, and your shift dash to get out of there. You don't always have to be getting a kill with this, you just need to be distracting the enemy backline. Know who you're up against and what their CC timing is like. You want to be able to use your Dragon's Defense to block any incoming effects that would stop you from being able to use your combos. Recognizing their powerful abilities and what you should be blocking and should be ignoring is going to be really important to mastering this character. He's a really good counter into some of the strongest tanks like Emma Frost and The Thing, since he has the ability to block very obvious incoming attacks, and those characters have rather obvious combos. You're able to shut those down and stop them from taking you out, and then shred through them as they have no means of escape. As you're learning Iron Fist, you're probably going to be dying quite a bit. He is rather squishy, and he can be easy to be taken down if you aren't playing carefully. You need to learn where your limits are, and how to move around the battlefield and be a threat that enemies have to pay attention to, while not gaining so much attention that you're just shredded out of every fight. Your backline killing potential is not the fastest, and because your main engage tool of your dash is also your main executional tool, it can be tricky to make sure to get in, take out your target, and get out safely. You pretty much always want to either save your dragon kick or your jumps to be able to get you out, but you also need to use those abilities to get you in. While he feels like a flanker, diver, backline assassin style character with his general kit, it actually executes better as a defender, as he is the defender of Kunlun. So you should be using him to protect your allies and take down the enemy vanguards, giving your team space to be able to work with and gain advantage on the objective. With this guide, you have a better understanding of how to master the Iron Fist.